They say we're at war. It's all over the news. They say we need to fight by staying home. They compare us to our grandparents' generation, but are we fighting the same fight? We're told we have to stay home. Home. In my daydreams stuck in my room, my thoughts travel to my ancestors, who for centuries wandered, wondering, what do I do? Where do I go? Where is my home? That's what Israel was for us way back when. A daydream of a safe haven. We didn't always have a place to call home. Today, the only reason we do, no matter where we are in the world, is because of those who came before us. Those who didn't have the luxury of staying home to fight their wars. In these times, my strength comes from the memory of our heroes. The idea that someone my age died so that I could do what I love, the fact that someone gave up their dreams so that I could follow my own, means my life matters in some deep, real way, and I must do something with that.
Dear Oratora community, tonight we remember the many people who paid with their lives so we could call Israel our home. From the beginning of Zionism, 27,982 people died in combats and in terror attacks. Tonight we will hear only a fraction of these stories. 3 stories that are connected to our own community members. Thank you for joining us in this important and meaningful evening. יהי זכרם ברוך.
אם תשאלו היום את ילדיי, הם ידעו לספר לכם על אדם בשם צביקה, חייל, מפקד, שהוביל כוח במלחמה ונפל. הגענו לקיבוץ מירב באוגוסט 2014, הקיץ שבו צביקה נפל במבצע צוק איתן ברצועת עזה, מבצע שהתחיל בעקבות חטיפת 3 הנערים בגוש עציון.
בגיל מאוד מוקדם הייתה לו תכונה של להאזין, להקשיב. הרבה שייכות, הרבה אכפתיות, הרבה רגישות.
היו לו שאיפות מאוד גדולות, היה לו מטרות גדולות, לחנך, להוביל, להגן על ארץ ישראל, להקריב את עצמו על ארץ ישראל.
הייתה לו אוזן קרויה לכל אחד. היה לו לב פתוח. הוא היה אדם טוב. פשוט אדם טוב.
הוא כל השנים מתנדב בכל מיני מוסדות. הנתינה תמיד ליוותה אותו לאורך כל הדרך.
במבצע צוק איתן, אז התחלנו ביום שישי את התנועה לכיוון הרצועה. הגדס"ר התחילו תנועה לעבר היעדים שלהם בעומק יותר. בסביבות השעה 9 בבוקר חטפו טיל לתוך הבית שלהם. מהטיל נפצע קשה המג"ד רועי לוי, הסמג"ד צפריר ברור נהרג וצביקה נהרג.
אני את צביקה לא הכרתי באופן אישי, אבל את הרוח שלו הרגשתי בשבילים של הקיבוץ, אצל הנוער ואפילו אצל הילדים הקטנים.
צביקה אומנם גר תקופה קצרה במירב לפני מותו, אך הוא הספיק לקחת חלק בעשייה עם הנוער בקיבוץ. מה שדחף לאחר מותו את מיתוג העשייה החינוכית ככוח צביקה, כוח שפועל ברחבי הארץ לזכרו.
את השביל הרטוב פרצנו לזכרו של צביקה, מים וחיים, הכל התחבר מאוד עם צביקה, עם הדרך של צביקה ועם הדרך שבחרנו אחרי צביקה.
במהלך 5 השנים האחרונות שלאחר מותו, ראינו נוער שבהובלת מנהיגי חינוך בקהילת קיבוץ מירב פעל כוח של נתינה ושל חסד, שאפיינו את חייו של צביקה. אני זוכר שבאחד הימים הסתובבתי בשבילי הקיבוץ ונתקלתי בחבורת ילדים קטנים. חבורת ילדים ששיחקה משחק תופסת. אך בעיניהם זו לא סתם הייתה תופסת. הם כינו את המשחק תופסת כוח צביקה. בשבילנו הסיפור של צביקה הוא סיפור של קהילת קיבוץ מירב, שהחליטה להנציח את שמו כמנוף לעשייה חינוכית. יהי זכרו ברוך.
This day is also a day we remember all the people who were murdered in terror attacks. On June 12, 2014, 3 teenagers were kidnapped next to their school in Gush Etzion. It took almost 2.5 weeks to figure out that they were murdered and been hidden in a cave. Eventually, this event led to the operation Kehila that happened that summer. This song you are about to hear was written for them. Yehi zichron baruch.
פתח לבך ברחמים על בניך, כולם לדורות ישמע, בשמיים ניצבים לעד דבריך, ובארץ אמצא לנו נחמה. פתח לבך ברחמים על בניך, כולם לדורות ישמע, בשמיים ניצבים לעד דבריך, ובארץ אמצא לנו נחמה.
לך היו השלושה לאחיו, וציוו לנו חיים.
עלו לתומם כאייל נקר על מזבח הבנים.
שמיים בחו מעל הגינה, והארץ רעשה.
מתוך נפתולי הלב שרעד, חייכו בתמונה השלושה. פתח לבך ברחמים על בניך, כולם לדורות ישמע, בשמיים ניצבים לעד דבריך, ובארץ אמצא לנו נחמה.
ובין מיצרים בקרוב עליי מרעים, התגלו במסך האבק,
שקרים שבתוך מנהרות מסתתרים, מזימות שנאמרו למרחב.
הרוח נשבה ישנה חדשה, וקרבה לבבות רחוקים. מתוך תעצומות הנפש ביקשה
לא ליפול גם כשלא מבינים.
בשמיים ניצבים לעד נרדף לנרדף, תעלה זעקה
לשלום הנכסף והעם שעייף
משנאת החינם
יתאחד בחיבוק אחים.
Neil Kretschmann was born and grew up in Hadera. He was always surrounded by friends. A boy with a lot of sense of humor, always smiling. His friends and family saying about Neil that he was always passionate about the open, wide area more than he was in school. Neil loved especially the sea. The family used to do a lot of hiking and a lot of trips all over Israel, and Neil loved very much Eretz Israel. Neil was a great athlete. He was good in a lot of sports. He put a lot of effort in order to prepare himself to the IDF service, and all of this time was always with a lot of sense of humor, like he used to be everywhere. It was very natural that Neil was accepted eventually to the Shayetet, to the Navy SEALs, the special unit. Neil was one of the best over there as well. He served in the Shayetet more than 4 years, in which he was part of a lot of secret and big operations that the Shayetet took part of. In 2002, after long months of a lot of terror attacks, the government decided to go into a big operation in the West Bank. It was called Mivtza Chomat Magen. The Shayetet went into one of the strongest terrorist area in Shechem, and Neil was in the front team. They went into there in order to stop those terrorists, and Neil was shot and killed. He was only 23 years old when he passed away. After he got killed, his family and friends sought how to remember him in the best way in order to create a respect memory to their beloved son. They decided to build a youth village to an at-risk youth. They thought that in that way Neil values of loving Eretz Israel or loving people would be most expressed in this kind of place. They started very small, less than a year after Neil was killed. It was only few kids that they found that they could come. It became very success and quite big youth village where more than 100 kids could be placed together. This place giving them a real opportunity of learning in school, real opportunity of educational and therapeutic process.
הגעתי לנירים אחרי שהיה לי המון בלגן עם החוק, הרבה מקרי אלימות, עפתי מהרבה מסגרות.
הייתי תמיד נמשכת למה שרע, למה שאסור.
אף אחד לא יכול לשים לי את הגבול. הייתי מרגיש כאילו שאני יכול לעשות מה שאני רוצה בכל מקום. התקופה בנירים הייתה ממש משמעותית בשבילי.
תהליך בנירים בעצם הפך אותי לבן אדם הרבה יותר טוב.
בדיוק המקום הזה שהיה חסר לי בחיים, הבית.
I had the privilege to walk in this youth village in Nirim for 6 years. I walked there with those boys and girls that come in all over the country to get some help to find their way back to the normal society. We walk a lot in outdoor therapy, like Neil loved so much to be in the desert, to be in the nature. We give those kids a lot of tasks to do by themselves or as a group. Except of that, of course, we have a school there and all the things that the kids need. Neil's friends from the Navy SEALs are coming a lot to help us, to help the kids to find the best way to get out of the troubles that they've been in. Neil's family is very connected to the village, to the place. The kids know them. The kids know a lot about Neil and Neil's heritage. And I think it's a beautiful way to remember him, to remember his life, his smile, the things that he always loved to do. And yeah, Neil is everywhere in this kfar. He's every corner. You can feel him. We're just a few meters to the shore, to the Mediterranean, where Neil used to spend many hours in. יהי זכרו ברוך.
Thank you for including me in tonight's program to honor Israel's fallen soldier. I'm here to speak about my childhood friend and neighbor, Lieutenant Elad Grenadier, who was killed in a combat when he was 21 years old. Elad and I grew up together in Haifa, in house number 48. His apartment was 11 and mine was 10. He was a year younger than me. We went to the same elementary school and the same high school. Elad was a great friend. He was such a sweet and modest boy. As a child, he liked to read a lot. And also, he liked sports. He did a lot of sports. His major in high school was biology. He always wanted to be a doctor like his dad. And we used to laugh that he wanted to be a doctor and I wanted to be a writer or a teacher. So he always saying, you are going to write a book about the important jobs that I'm going to do in medicine. So who would have thought that instead of a book about what he could have accomplished, I would have write this. But also I want to highlight Elad's value and his personality. He was, as I said, very modest and very shy in a way, but still he believes in values of professionalism, discipline. His family meant a lot to him. Actually, was a word to him, and also that's what he emphasized to his soldiers. He always wanted to be to serve in a combat unit, and he released in 1999 to Gdud Nachshon, and almost immediately he went to commander course, Bad Echad, and became an officer. As an officer, he was a real role model to his soldiers. He always cared for them. He always used to come home for weekends and Shabbatot, thinking about how he can be better as commander, as someone who leads soldiers. He always cared for his soldiers. One soldier told us after he was killed that he, during a long night, one time he brought him a hot cup of tea, which is not taken for granted that your commander bring a hot cup of tea. And always we found out after he was killed that he used to help some of his soldiers that had some financial issues. Obviously, he never told us. And what his soldiers were telling us also that they felt proud to follow him. They felt that he is, as I said, a true role model, and he was actually an inspiration to them. They always felt secure next to him. They always felt like they can follow him with no other, thought or concerns. And I think this is also why after he was killed, his soldier continued the fight. It was in 2002. They were in operations to chase after terrorists that killed 19 citizens, civilians in Israel. And it was a battle when after they shot on each other, Elad was among one of the first who was killed, and the soldiers just finished the task. and they said afterwards that they could not leave the battlefield without finishing the task, because that was his inspiration, that was the legacy that he left behind. So, you know, overall, I, you know, time to time, I still remember the values that he left us, and, you know, his characters and his personality. And I know that everyone who were around him, his parents, his twin brothers, Eitan and Agdo, we always have him in our heart. And this is a real opportunity to share his personality and who he was with you. So, you know, he will always be 21 to me, and I'll never know the path that he would have chosen in life. I have a feeling that he would have been a doctor like his father, but I find comfort in the fact that he died happy. One more thing, last but not least, I wanted to point out that Hamas still have two of our soldiers, Oron Shaul and Hadar Goldin, Zichronam Livracha, and there are still two families, Israeli families, mothers, fathers, siblings who are waiting. So may we all pray for their return to their family. Thank you.